What's up, Crusaders? It's Mr. Wooten here, and normally I interview kids for these Satyrs on the Street videos, but it's Catholic Schools Week, and I want to hear from some parents on why they send their kids to this school. So buckle up, and don't forget to subscribe. Remember, it's free. All it costs is an email address and less than 5 minutes of your time. We're trying to get to 1,000, so if you and a friend subscribe, we're going to easily get to 1,000. We appreciate you. I hope you enjoy.
Everything is alright.
What's it like to be a Sacred Heart parent?
For me, it's about being involved with my kids and being involved with the teachers. Unfortunately, with COVID, we can't do that as much, but still being involved with communicating with the teachers and just participating in things that we can, like field trips around the town, which is awesome. To be able to go, like we got to take the kids to visit the mayor and go to Town Square Park and just do those kinds of things that we're so lucky to be so close to down here.
It was important for us that our kids grow up in an environment where being an intentional disciple for Christ was part of the education. Academic excellence has to be there. Opportunities for athletics, for other types of extracurriculars were really important. And then also being part of a true family where the faculty, the staff, all the other students, all of the other families really care about and are invested in you, and you can invest in them.
Well, when I think about being a Sacred Heart parent, it's great. It is being able to hang out with other people who really have their kids' best interest in mind. It's being able to work with teachers who also serve as parents, who really are focused on camaraderie, who are really focused on engaging and including religion when it comes to our kids growing up. Really, it's focused on a holistic approach. I really like that. There have been times where we've had difficult conversations, and while they have been difficult, surprisingly, they've come out to be really positive. And I think it's really been an opportunity for growth. My kids get so many opportunities here at Sacred Heart, and through their opportunities, I get to meet great people like you. I get a chance to grow just as much as them, and so it really becomes a family affair, and that's what Sacred Heart is really about. Holistic growth for not just your kids. You get more bang for your buck. You get to grow as a family as well.
I think for me, it's the feeling of community. Nestled downtown helps. This downtown Hattiesburg's got such a vibe to it. Just to be able to go on this journey with these kids and have parents that you're fortunate enough to be friends with, it's really cool to watch this journey start to unfold.
You feel welcome. You feel like family.
What's your favorite thing about Sacred Heart?
The teachers. I love the teachers and the office staff. And I like that my children learn about the Lord here.
Why'd you choose Sacred Heart?
So my wife told me not to ramble, but I could ramble pretty good on this one. She actually used to help at the extended care after school, so she was Sacred Heart from the jump. I thought we should at least go tour other places. Nothing against anywhere else. We just, the first person you see when you walk in is Miss Shannon. I don't know her pay scale, but she probably needs a raise, because I think within 10 seconds, P was behind her desk with a sucker, and she gave a great tour. I got to sit and talk with Miss Flanagan, and it was just an overwhelming feeling of home, of love. I think gut feelings exist. I think they're very real. I think the good Lord looks after you if you pay attention to him. It felt like home from the moment we walked in. It really did. That sounds cliche, but it felt where we needed to be. And, man, we sat down and asked Pelham. He walked through here with us, and we asked him, and he said, I want to go to Sacred Heart. And so, man, as you know, the icing on the cake was at that point, before they turned into Benedict Arnold's, we lived next to the Fallas. So they got to watch P grow up from about 2 to 6 years old, where he is now. And man, I don't think he's ever knocked on their door. Most of the time he was without shoes. A lot of the times he was without pants. So there was that comfort level. They have become like family. Joe is very much like a big brother. And to not only have him here and that be a comfort for P, to know that Mr. Joe was close, but also boys will be boys. And if Joe ever says that P got into something, I believe it wholeheartedly that he got into something, and we'll handle it accordingly. But just to have that here was icing on the cake too.
Why not Sacred Heart? It's a great school.
Do you like being involved in your children's lives?
Oh, most definitely. I like to know everything.
All knowing.
Yes, and they tell me everything.
No secrets.
No secrets. They tell me everything.
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 You hear that?
Why Sacred Heart? Well, I went to Sacred Heart, so that was, a great reason. Family, can't complain when your son's teacher is your mom. Grandma always trumps mom anyway, so that was a great option. And my child doesn't just come home learning math and English and science, but prayer and Christian life. He wants to pray. He wants to, have us participate in prayer, and just that is something you can't get everywhere else.
You consider Sacred Heart a family?
Absolutely, yes. Involved with a lot of people here, and so, even outside of school, we're always reaching out to do things with other people and hang out with people that go to school here.
There's actually a funny story about how we wound up at Sacred Heart.
Tell me.
I went to Sacred Heart.
What?
My brother went to Sacred Heart.
What?
My other brother went to Sacred Heart.
So did I.
My sister went to Sacred Heart.
Really?
So when you talk about family, my family went to Sacred Heart.
Oh, this isn't a game.
Real. So my husband was military, and we did quite a bit of moving. Everybody thinks everything is bigger and better in Texas. Not always the case. So when we got ready to move back home, we really sat down and had a discussion about what would be the greatest place for our kids to be able to make that transition. We wanted some continuity of care. Again, we wanted that family aspect, and it brought us full circle back to Sacred Heart. And so we're really glad we made that decision.
That's really good.
From the heart, babies, from the heart.
What's it like to be in the 14-year club? Because you got California Cal, graduating this year, and doesn't it feel like just yesterday you were dropping him off for pre-K?
Absolutely. It's tough. It's tough to see him go on and leave the Sacred Heart environment that he's gotten to know, but we know that he's prepared, and that's a great feeling. And we're really excited for his next phase of his life, and we know he's going to be great.
That's all you can do as a parent, is just try and prepare him for life, right?
Absolutely. And we told him, as well as all our other two children, our two girls, that we wanted them in the 14-year club. So it's an accomplishment. We can't wait to see the photo in the yearbook.
How weird is it now being a parent at a school that we both went to? We were in the same grade. How bizarre is it getting to take your kid to rooms where you went to school at the same age?
I think the weirdest thing is hearing my kid come home and say, Mr. Wooten did a video with me today. That's not Mr. Wooten. So,
no, that's just Drew.
Yes.
My first name's now Mr., and I don't know how I feel about it.
Yes. But definitely strange, and exciting too, that knowing some of the teachers that taught me will get to see my kid come through.
Yeah, and you turned out all right, so it works out.
Yeah.
We do need to spend more time together because, we're going to have wins and losses, but what's important is we do it together.
Yep. Yeah, togetherness is really, really big. I think that a lot of divisiveness comes from people just doing that, being afraid. And I think that fear drives so much. And as grown-ups, we tell kids all the time, don't be afraid. Just do it. Conquer your fears. But then we get to be grown-ups, and there's this magic threshold that we just cross, and all of a sudden all that stuff that we tell them goes out the window. So I think that for us, if we think about it, and if we really want kids to be that way, we have to lead by example. We have to model those things. And the blind lead the blind. Closed-minded, you're going to lead your kids to be closed-minded. And again, you always want the best for your kids. So sometimes we got to be ready to give a little, give them something that maybe sometimes we're afraid to give. But again, if you model it and you work through the process with them, I think that's really big, and that becomes beneficial for both.
Well, you're really open-minded, and Sacred Heart's lucky to have you because, everybody knows you. You're popular, right? But then everybody associates you with fun and just positivity and warmth. So, it's one thing to say it, it's one thing to be it and live it. So it's I'm here to tell you, you're living it.
Thank you. I often try to talk the talk and walk that walk. Walk it out. Walk it out.
Walk it out.
Walk it out.
Wow, some of those answers were a lot heavier than I expected, honestly. But that's part of being a family. And that's what Sacred Heart is, a family. Whether you're already a part of the Sacred Heart family or not, all registration's open for pre-K through 12 at shshattiesburg.com. The link is in the description below. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. And I mean it.
Everything is alright.